Hey, what's up, everyone? Today is October 3rd, 2018, finishing the day up $217. It was a frustrating morning, to say the least. Woke up, tried to get into the short trader platform, was having technical difficulties, was on the phone with short trader for about an hour, couldn't figure out what the issue was. I had to uninstall my short trader platform, reinstall it. Finally, around 9:45, the platform loaded up again. This is something that happened a couple of times before. And these are just kind of the things you gotta deal with, when trading, these technical difficulties, and, it's just part of the game. But in any event, I still was able to manage a $217 gain. I only traded one stock today, AMD. Because I had to reinstall my platform, I lost all my charts, my watch list, so I have to work on all that later on today. But fortunately, was still able to finish the day up. First trade I took on AMD lost about $115, $120. Again, since I was only starting today with around $2,200, I didn't really want to lose more than $220. But after that first trade on AMD, took another one, wound up in the green, and was able to recoup what I lost, and then end the day plus 217. So good news on that, but again, it was one of those things where I took that first trade, and after being down $120, and it was pretty much within 3 minutes, I said to myself, you know what, I should have just not traded today. I should have took it, as a sign from the trading gods that maybe I'm just not supposed to trade today if my platform's not working. But then I also thought, well, maybe I'm just not supposed to trade till 9:45 because the platform opened up at 9:45 and started working again. So whatever, I guess, helps you sleep at night. But, yep, we'll get into the video, get into the trades. All in all, frustrating start, but good end. So happy about it, and up 274 on Monday, up 152 on Tuesday, up 217 today. So pretty good week so far. Looking to finish the week strong, and hopefully, with the increase in buying power, I could increase my share size, and maybe start to increase the profits on a daily basis. So let's get into the video, and see you guys. All right, so we started the day at 2,175. We have a realized profit of $218. Again, the only stock I traded today was AMD, and I didn't start trading until 10 o'clock. That's actually when the platform started loading up. So the first trade I took on AMD was at 10:01, and it was just a wild day on AMD. You see, we had this. I'll bring the 1 minute chart up here. We had a complete washout in the morning. We sold off from a high of 29.22 all the way down to 26.54. So the first trade I took, got in at 27, 450 shares. You see, a minute later, I'm stopped out at 26.70. I'm down 100 and what is that? $135 on the first trade. Second trade I got into, well, I wasn't actually going to trade after that. I said, you know what? I'm down 135 bucks. I shouldn't have even started the day trading because, I normally start looking at the platform around 8:30 for me to get into everything and, start looking at everything at 10 o'clock. I'm just setting myself up for a harder time. But I said, you know what? I'll take another trade. I was willing to lose 50 or 60 on that trade. Fortunately, I made a little bit on that trade. I bought it at 26.97, sold it at 27.08. I was at 10.04. So if I go over here, I got in right here. We actually moved up quite a bit. I didn't sell, thinking that it was going to continue higher. We wound up dipping a little bit, and I covered I sold at 27.08. Then 2 minutes later, I shorted. So I was going back and forth between shorting, going long. I mean, AMD is the type of stock that's so volatile. You could trade it back and forth. You just got to be careful because you wind up just racking up commissions, buying and selling. So you don't really want to be doing it too much. And I mean, you could trade this thing all day long because it moves pretty much all day long. I had to, cut myself off at, I think, 11:30 or so. So I then, 10:22, I went short. Where is that? I went short right here. And I thought we were going to continue fading down. We didn't. I wound up seeing another pattern. I started seeing this on the chart. We had this big washout in the morning, a little bounce back, a retracement, and then I started to see us curling back up. So I'm like, you know what? I'm short. I just bought it back. Barely made any money on that trade. I bought it back pretty much at the same price. And then I actually I went from short, I got out of my position, and then I bought it at 27.12 because I noticed it was this pattern that I noticed. And something like this where you have a big washout and then you have a little bounce back up and then another little sell off. We had this candle. I'm like, you know what? I think this is going higher. Sure enough, it goes from 27.12 all the way to 27.81. I thought we were going to continue to go higher. We didn't. I stopped out at 27.60, so I took a nice little 50-cent profit on that, which was about $210 on that trade. And then my last trade I shorted at 10.51. Right over here, I shorted. Got in at 27.60. Pulled back nicely. Actually dropped all the way to 27.12. And I started seeing us curling back up again, and I got out at 27.36. I was actually tempted to buy it back, to buy around that 27.36 area. But I'm like, you know what? It's 11:20. I started the day down. I wasn't really even planning on trading today. And I'm up $217. I already have 10 tickets, so that's $50 in commissions. I'm shutting down the platform, and that's exactly what I did. Shut everything down, and I'm walking away up $217. Tomorrow, I'll start with about $23.50 in equity, and little by little, just picking up that equity, increasing that buying power. Now, I have another, say another 1,000 or so in buying power, 1,000, 2,000 in buying power, and little by little, just chipping away, hitting singles, and over time I'll be able to increase the share size, increase the profits, and yeah, take it one step at a time. So until tomorrow, I'll see you guys later.